good.
All right, if you guys just want to introduce yourselves, we'll start over here with Danny.
So I'm Danny Abel, I'm the guitar player.
All right.
Mike Food, drummer.
Drew Mays from keys.
I'm Devin Kerrigan, and I play bass.
And together you guys are?
Gravity A.
Right on.
Freeze motion.
All right. Now, I know you guys are from a special place. I can tell everybody's rocking the Houdat Nation there.
Yes,
so,
New Orleans.
what do you know about New Orleans makes you guys special? What do you think that's bringing to the table as far as y'all's musical career and Gravity A?
Well, I think
Practical experience.
yeah.
You know, I think one thing that makes it different is, I mean, we do a lot of the live electronica thing, but we sort of bring the funk to it also, you know, which is something that we definitely have gotten from, you know, being able to grow up seeing people like the Meters, and, you know, you just walk down the street and there's George Porter, you know, things like that really, you know, influenced our sound.
Yeah, you know, they seep in, and we all bleed New Orleans, so, you know, that comes out in the music, and there's not any other band in the electronica, livetronica scene that's doing that. There's not another band in the funk scene, New Orleans funk scene, that is blending elements of electronica, so I think that gives us a little bit of a cutting edge.
Right on. You guys have been paying your dues down there for a while, since like what, 2004, 2005?
First half, 2006.
2006?
Going on 7.5 years now.
Yeah? So, as far as your shows in New Orleans, artists in New Orleans, what do you think has influenced you from New Orleans the most?
That might be, that's hard to answer.
Question. I mean, I guess, you know, Galactic has obviously had influences. You know, Meters, George Porter, Johnny Vodakovich.
Just probably like some just local people that might not even really be known outside of just people who we play with. You know?
O.C. Davis.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many like talented musicians that like most people might not even know their name unless you lived in New Orleans. So it's like there's just influence everywhere, really. You know, I mean, just the brass band sound, for example. You know, there's a million brass bands.
Bounce music.
Yeah, bounce music. You know, I mean, just
A lot of good keyboard players, man. Robert Walter, Joe Ashburn, and shit.
Now, y'all got a pretty recent recording out right now, don't you? What's the name of that?
Well, we're working on it. We tried to put it out before we went on this tour, just too much work and not enough time. So now here we are on the tour. Whenever we get back, it's going to be Mardi Gras time, so we're going to be deep in that. So as soon as Mardi Gras is over, we'll be back on the grind and try to finish that up.
You have a 3-track EP came out somewhat recently.
yeah, that's called Renegade Master.
Oh, Renegade
That's actually
Master.
on our website too for free.
September 2011.
Y'all are still performing the Renegade Master songs on your tour this time?
We're still performing songs even from before that. I mean, I've been in the band for 2 years. Like I said, 2.5 years. Like I said, it's been around for 7 years. So we were even playing some songs from before I was in the band.
Right on.
And then some brand new stuff that hasn't even been released yet.
That album was actually nominated for Best Funk or R&B album in the Offbeat magazine.
I don't think I know where to place it.
Best Funk R&B album of 2012. The album came out in 2011.
And it was only an EP.
The 3-track free EP.
But no, it's great.
It's an honor.
It's a big honor to be nominated.
Absolutely. We're up against Galactic and Chris Doyle and Dark Matter.
John Cleary, I think.
John Cleary.
Derek Freeman.
Derek Freeman, Smoking World. So it was we were in the ranks of all of our friends. You know, it was good.
I know just out of my couple years of, you know, pub crawling around New Orleans, you guys definitely have been one of my favorite acts, and you know, one of my favorite things to catch, you know, Wednesday night at the Nile, or you know, wherever you guys are, the Dragon's Den. Some really good times, memories I've got with you guys. Really happy to see that y'all are out touring, and you know, in my hometown now in Memphis. It's really awesome to, you know, see you guys out and about.
Yeah, it's great to get on the road. We're trying to get on the road a lot more. This was our second run, sort of going to Colorado and looping our way back.
Yeah.
And I think we're trying to make it, you know, at least every 3 months, you know, 3 or 4 times a year doing that same run. And in between, you know,
Memphis just lands right on the way back home. You know?
Yeah.
Kansas City and Lawrence and St. Louis on the way here. We were in St. Louis last night. Memphis tonight, Jackson tomorrow. So we're really just trying to get anchored in Denver. It's a good hub for music, and then whatever is on the way back and on the way there.
California, around Asia, through Europe.
yeah, exactly.
So
make it work.
The whole world.
What drew you guys to Denver initially? Y'all have family, other band connections, just...
Cervantes actually reach out to us and wanted to know if we wanted to come to Denver. And you know, we just worked on it and talking to them made it happen. And then once we got that anchor down, then we could fill in the blanks with everything else. You know?
Denver's long been a place we wanted to tour and play because people have always told us our music would fit in well in Denver. So. And it has. Colorado's been great.
It has. Every show both shows that we played in Denver have been fantastic. All the ski towns that we played have been great. And Durango killed it.
Breckenridge was awesome.
Played with
It was too cold.
It was really cold.
Negative something.
It was a great night. It was a great night. We had a bunch of collaborative jams with earphones and everything, you know, came together right after that show. So we did done Boulder, you know, did like 100 in Boulder in September. Played Fort Collins on this last tour, and yeah, Colorado just treats us right.
I know you guys are, you've got the tours going on, you're working on the CD, you've been getting nominated. I mean, y'all got a lot going on. Sounds like your future is getting brighter. Is there anything else that you guys are hoping for in the future? Any, you know, I know your music has been evolving and the sound. Is there some direction that you guys are looking to go, or y'all just kind of, you know?
I mean, I think, you know, like, if you mean musically, I think like one of the things I like the most about this band is that like we sort of just go in whatever direction we want. I mean, it's like we always sound like us, but we don't get stuck like, okay, we're just a funk band or we're just an electronic band. You know, and even within electronic, there's so many different realms, and there's hip hop, yeah, and all the different stuff. So then it's sort of, and even like just on our van ride, just the amount of music we've all listened to, we all put on our iPod and take turns listening to our own music. It's like the amount of variety you hear, it all comes through when we play. So I think we're going to keep doing that, and as far as everything else, just getting our name out and continuing to grow, and hopefully this CD will be out, you know, by the spring, and
that's got a bunch of different styles on there. It's very eclectic, you know, and that's pretty much what Gravity has been from the start, is that we don't want to play one sound. We want to play the music that we enjoy listening to, which is just good music in really whatever genre. And I think, you know, I think that we've held pretty true to that. So this next release is going to have a bunch of different tastes and different beats.
The science is just going to keep getting tighter.
The science.
Right on.
Fisheye lens effect as well.
I don't know, with a band you guys that has such an intense sound and changing, from a musician standpoint, I'm always interested in the tech. I'm always interested, you know, what are you guys playing? You don't have to go through all of it, but if you just give me like a brief rundown, like what kind of guitar are you on, what's your drum kit, you know, what kind of electronics you got there, what's going on with the keys, what are you doing? Just kind of give me just a quick rundown on your tech.
I actually really love my guitar. There's this local company in New Orleans. It's called New Orleans Guitar Company. This guy builds guitars by hand in Mid-City. And so I was able to go in there and like pick out blocks of wood and like watch them be turned into a guitar. So I really love that guitar. And then I played through, on this tour I brought my Fender Twin amp. I use a Mason Boogie sometimes. And then I have a Strat that I brought on tour also.
Right on.
I've been playing a Pearl Masters, I guess it's about 2008. It's a four-piece kit with an auxiliary snare. I've been playing Pearl my whole life. I love playing Pearl. I don't know what it is about the drums, the hardware, I like it, they fit me. So I've got regular acoustic kit set up, and then also use a Roland SPDS pad and a foot trigger, so that when we go into the more trancey house type beats, I can switch to an electronic kick drum and have that coming through, you know, the front of house and the subs, and you know, get that rave vibe going a little bit, and claps and different things on there, kind of just build the sound a little bit more. And I run in-ears because we use some of our songs, not all of them. We have backing tracks, which is really popular in bands these days. Zupa does it, Soundtribe does it, you know, Galactic's probably doing it now. A lot of bands are using backing tracks, and that really just fills up the sound. Depending on what style of music you're playing, it's almost required. So I use in-ears, and I run straight lines from his laptop and from his machine. That way, when we're doing those things, I
I got a Nord C1 tone wheel emulator, a Access Virus, Yamaha Motif rack, a Korg MS-2000B, a Korg mini sampler, a Boss Loop Station RC50, a 16-track stereo line mixer, and I think that's it. Yeah.
Dude's got a lot of
shit. A lot of shit. Drives me fucking bananas, but it's worth it.
I played bass through an amp. I have a Rickenbacker with me.
And a P-bass.
P-bass. I was a P-bass. Right on.
And you got the
I got just a head and a cabinet. The cabinet's got 215s in it. I like that.
Right on.
acoustic.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Shit. I'm looking forward to you guys' show tonight. Again, glad you're in Memphis. I hope y'all have a good rest of the tour. If there's anything else you guys want to say, feel free to.
Yeah, just check us out at gravity.com. We're going to be touring. That's what we're going to be doing. Keep up with us at gravity.com. We got a bunch of videos that I've been putting out on YouTube. YouTube.com/gravitybids. Keep checking us out, and hopefully we'll come to the city soon.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great evening, and thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you.